welcome to Matu. My name's Marge. I'm a Hoke empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Yeah, I feel pretty good. It's been a busy, long day. Gosh, I tell you, it's 5 o'clock, 16:47, so near 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I've been going since I left to go to the store a little bit after 7. Got some disinfectant wipes. Yeah, you can have 4. I took 2 because it's all I needed. Take what you need the next time. Hopefully, what you need is there because you just took what you needed. Yeah, it's a beautiful time, man. It's a beautiful era. Things are changing. The Great Awakening, the Ascension, the event. Call it whatever you want. To everybody's having a different experience. That's why I believe that we live in a multi-universe reality, and just thinking about, energy and frequency and vibration and all that stuff, because I'm always thinking about energy and how energy flows and the scientific principles and stuff like that, and I was thinking about I by profession I'm in IT. We'll just listen to wake me up. Or I will. Hopefully you guys can't see it. So by profession and career, I'm in IT. And I think about computer viruses and how people get viruses, and usually you get a virus from going to places that you have no business being anyway. What are you doing on that site? Especially work computers, man. I used to get freaking irate. All the bigwigs, the V-Priests, the men's men that freaking, I'd have to freaking, like, on a regular basis, remove freaking viruses and nasty stuff off their machines because they went to dirty, dirty places. And it's just like, how much money do you make? How much money do you make? Can't you buy your own computer and muck that one up that isn't owned by the people that sign the front of your paycheck? But these egos, man, they're colossal. They get out of control and they get to a point that they just do what they want. They do whatever they want because don't you know who they are? And all that swinging wiener crap and all that stuff. Hey, and you know what? It's in the women too. Women can have a swinging wiener complex too, as far as I'm concerned. If I'm not careful, I can get one myself. So, thinking about that, and I'm thinking about the virus that comes out. Who's getting it? People that have underlying health issues. So, what is that again? Yet another reminder that health is wealth, and it's just easier to talk about your feelings than to eat them. But no, people don't want to rock the boat. They just want to keep doing the same things because that's how it's always done. Well, hey, yeah, that's what's gotten into this predicament now. And I'm complying. I go out, but it's no different to me. I only go out twice a week, long before the virus came out. And then I ask myself, where are people going? If you reduce it's that accountability thing that people don't want to look at. They don't want to look at the fact that they made themselves unhealthy, that makes them more susceptible. Yeah, and I know that there's stories of people that are in perfect condition, perfect health, that are, it's all karma. Bottom line is, sickness and in health, it matters much not, because it's how you live your life in the dash. It's what you do with that. It's what you're treating with people. See, people understand they're throwing so much fear out there, whether it's justifiable or not, it doesn't matter. If you throw the fear out there, you're emitting a frequency. Fear, I'm scared, beep, beep, beep. And then all these frequencies out in the universe of things that you're freaking afraid of, you're attracting, so you can maintain that fearful frequency, because like attracts like. But if you go through life like, whatever, dude, whenever my number is up, my number is up. I just gotta live my truth and speak my truth, whether it's mainstream or not, and be right to me, and be right, what I feel is right to other people. And I ain't always 100%, man. Because people aren't always cool to me. And I used to just be free. I was used to be one of those love-and lighters. And I think that this is a really poignant time in life that people are standing in their power. Because I used to get run over all the time. So I don't ignore anymore. Now I say something back. And I'm glad that more and more women are doing this. More and more women are saying, no, I'm not tolerating this behavior. And that's one of the wonderful parts about this whole next chapter is that the ages of might is right, those are over. And a lot of freaking masculine energies, and I'll say masculine energies because that's in feminine women too, that's what's happening. All these people that have been dipped too much into their masculine, taking control, all that aggression, all that the negative shadow sides to the masculine and feminine too, because they have plenty. We have plenty. We have plenty also. It's all that manipulation and conniving and all that stuff that isn't good for everyone. See, we gotta be living in alignment for things that are good for everyone. The earth. We're supposed to be the practitioners of earth and not the cancer on the earth. The earth is always going to be just fine. We are welcome guests to our lovely hostess, and the way people have treated her. People got out of hold because don't you know who they are? And now nature's going whoa, 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 and it's teetering back, and people don't like it. People don't like it. Yet another reminder: get out there. Get some exercise. Whether you're just whatever. Stay away from 6 people or 6 whatever. People can walk around the block. I know that I've gone through some strenuous, great lengths to meet fitness standards. Because when I was in the Air Force, I had a bunch of fat old dudes all the time. They held they null and void my whole contract. So I didn't get my 2 stripes at 6 months and all that. Because people that were out of standards told me that I was out of standards. So I've been paying real close attention for a long time about the people that that don't follow the rules, that make up the rules, because I don't trust any kind of leadership that is going to ask people to do things that they don't ask themselves. And all these I wouldn't get too excited about all these bailouts and stuff. That ain't for people like you and me. That ain't for people like me and you. That's for the big companies. That's for the people that already have more than money than God to assure that they're going to keep their comfortable living situations. See, that's the thing, is we live in these cycles, and the same thing happened back in 2008. Same thing, not the but the economic stuff and everything right now with the bailout. They need the bailout. This one is much more serious, and Uncle Sam has a choice. He has a choice. He has a choice to do it different, to help the little guy, more people, or keep helping the top down. I'm gonna say this for a while. Boomers. Listen, boomers, can you hear me, boomers? I know you've been doing stuff for a while, but your trickle-down economics, it don't work if you don't release the economics so they can trickle down, you greedy pigs. Boomers, time for some turnover, time for some new ideas and some new leadership, some people in positions that aren't going to ask people to do dirty things that they wouldn't do themselves. People that aren't going to tolerate dirty things done. People that don't care about money, so they're not interested in the deal. People that care about people and want to get things at the lowest cost. So the world has changed in a very big way. PV! Call it the PV days. Pre-virus. Remember when you could go to the store anytime you wanted? Everything was on the shelf. I've been talking 2 years about these times. Doesn't surprise me a bit. No, no. So, what else was I gonna talk about? I think I about covered it all. Our spirits are, virus. That's the thing, is consider this. I'll leave it on this. Viruses, frequency, dis-ease, all that lower vibrational behavior, all that stuff. Now fear, pushing fear on people is low vibrational behavior. But actually fear, terror, think about the vibration of terror. Like when a little kid falls down, gets like the first time he falls down, like it could go either way. Either the kid got hurt or he's gonna be fine. It's usually how the adult mirrors the response of the kid to see how the kid, or the kid usually mirrors the response of the adult on how he reacts. So I just wait and ask him, so what do you feel about what just happened? I don't put any emotion on it. Because I look at all the parents that go, oh, and then they zoom in at the kid and then scoop up the kid. Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? What is that? You're teaching them that when something happens to get fearful, that flight or flight, that they're just, that ain't the right, that's not what you want to do. That could be excitement too, Could be excitement, so that could be a future roller coaster enthusiast, you know what I mean? If you respond right. But if you don't respond at all, then you can just let him choose his own course of action. And then if he goes to fear, then you can let him know, teach him how to self-soothe from that moment, How I like to encourage people to do that is to just let them know that they're okay in their present moment. Yeah, scary stuff is happening. Whatever scary stuff is happening isn't happening right now. But I think of a world about how more and more people are starting to wake up to the idea that those low vibrational frequencies and stuff like that. If you rise above it and you keep yourself in a higher state of happiness and joy and bliss and love and all that woo-woo stuff, you don't get sick. You rarely get sick. Now, it's not to say that all the living and all the anger and all the bad decisions I've made in my life when I was younger, back in the days when I didn't treat my body as a temple and smoked cigarettes for years and years, doesn't mean that I'm not going to get the consequences of that. But every day I try to do less and less things that are harmful to me. So when you live like that, you don't get sick. When you get out, you get physical, and you keep your airways open. It gets harder to plug them up and all that stuff. So when viruses come up like they do all the time, and we go back and we're reminded of survival of the fittest and all that stuff, and reduction of population and everything that happens all the time. We all die. We only live to die. It's unfortunate. Now we have more and more people are doing it. It's clearing the brush. It's what the earth does. We've been the cancer, and now the cancer is getting trimmed out. So that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.